The village of Morgan Bay and its wonderful hotel on the Wild Coast was a gathering point ahead of the Imana Wild Ride, one of the longest running stage races in South Africa. After a 2-year break, it was back on the calendar in 2022. The Imana, as it's known, is a unique 4 days of riding up the rugged Wild Coast from Kaimouth to Mgazi River bungalows with the Indian Ocean on the right as your guiding light. And it began with the traditional ferry ride across the Kai River mouth. Of that there was little doubt. Once across the Kai, mountain biking's Pandora's box was open.
Yeah, I think it's a good morning. We're starting a little bit early probably because low tide's at 8:05. So we got 2 hours of riding before the waves start pushing us up the beach. So those that take their time might have a little swim at Cobbin Lagoon, yeah. But be a good day, yeah.
First feel of riding the hard-packed beaches settle the nerves for the novices. For the many who make the Imana a regular treat, it was an early reminder of just how beautiful our country is. The race follows the coastline. Where there was no way through, it was onto the lush grasslands following cattle and villagers' footpaths. The rivers, of course, were another matter. Up front in the Race the Tide, Damon Stamp and Andrew Houston were strong. Chasing them were Ollie Munich and Craig Woods. 7-time winner Warren Price had son Seth on his wheel. The Nkosi River at Wavecrest required some heavy lifting and the odd smile. Then it was a long stretch of beach riding. A portage up a steep hill and a roll down the other side. Swimming the Kora River mouth was Damon and Andrew's last obstacle, and they rolled into the lawns of the Cobbin Hotel in time for a late breakfast after 2 hours and 3 minutes. Ollie and Craig were just under 3 minutes behind them.
It's been awesome, they're making us work for these kilometers, but it's beautiful trails, beautiful scenery, nice dolphins, and a nice challenge.
Fantastic. I mean, this is paradise. If you want to die one day and you go to heaven, you're going to get this. But the only difference is going to be the Coke's going to be free. And having this man here giving us a Coke is fantastic. Thanks so much.
Absolutely breathtakingly beautiful. It was really amazing. Spectacular views, nice rides, cattle standing around, and seeing the helicopter go up and the dolphins in the sea racing and jumping out the water. It's absolutely beautiful.
I think the experience was excellent. The challenge was tougher than I expected, but I'm here so I can have a few beers and a lekker chow.
It was a testing 50Ks and the afternoon nap was well deserved. The second morning dawned cloudy but dry. 35Ks on the menu to the Haven Hotel. Andrew and Damon are off like scalded cats. There are no GPSs allowed at the race. It's all about knowledge of the route and taking every opportunistic sneak you can. The daily distances on the Imana Wild Ride may not seem significant in terms of regular mountain bike stage races, but don't be fooled. This is no ordinary mountain bike stage race, and hence it is defined as an eco-adventure. Aside from the exhilarating beach riding, riders are tested with mastering the art of sand riding, with soft sandy sections on and off the bike, river crossings, several portage sections, and some serious hill climbs. Yes, this serious. These little bumps are known as the mothers, and like our maternal ancestors, have to be treated with the utmost respect. The leaders were well on their way to the finish. Craig was setting the pace for Ollie, who was chilling. Warren and Seth were treating one of the mothers rather gently. Another stage win in 1 hour and 56 minutes for Andrew and Damon. Farmer Glenn had collected a peloton as they cruised towards the finish. The Vashi River has been known to host a shark or two, so some riders made use of the local ferry service.
Thanks so much.
And a few minutes later, they were riding up the lawns of the Haven Hotel to finish another magical day's riding. The Mendu Point Lighthouse has been guiding shipping on this treacherous coastline for close on 100 years. The riders set off in elapsed time. Damon and Andrew followed around 13 minutes later by Ollie and Craig. Warren and Seth Price were close on half an hour back in third. Rock hopping is all part of the journey, which is truly like no other. There are two events running a day apart. Race the Tide for the shaven-legged lycra-clad racers, and Ride the Wave for the less hurried and chilled riders. Only the former is timed. And to be honest, you don't want to rush through this stunning coastline, do you? For 22 years, the Imana has raised funds through the Wild Ride Education Company to build classrooms and schools in the various communities. And some of those youngsters were out to cheer them on.
Nice sunrise this morning, watched the sun coming up, found lots of cowries, so all good. We're riding in a big group here, so it's great, yeah. All just chilling along, yeah, but it's good. But it's still a long day. I mean, can't take the hills out of between Hole in the Wall and Coffee Bay, so it's always a good ride, but there's nothing wrong with that.
I don't know, we refer to this soul food, and it's, yeah, you know, whatever it is, 20, 30, 40 years on, that's still the same, you know. It's just, I hear comments from the folk who come from the big city and the suburbs, and they just say when you get here there's a whole different atmosphere, and yeah, you just chill out, you forget that fast-paced urban modern world is out there.
The pace was fast as Damon and Andrew charged into the finish at the Ocean View Hotel. They'd spent a fun 2 hours and 26 minutes out there.
It's really amazing. I mean, it's hard work. There's no free Ks, a lot of up and down, but it's just absolutely beautiful, rural and wild, and you don't see anything except the locals and the wildlife and the open spaces. Amazing. We were just saying this has got to be one of the best rides in the world. I don't know that you can beat this anyway. Absolutely amazing.
I come here never before. And I come and see this vista and that hole in the wall. I've seen pictures on calendars, but now I'm here in real life, experience it. What a pleasure. We'll always come back.
A quick dip at the hole in the wall is mandatory. There was some work to do though, with the big climbs proving tough for some. After riding on the beaches, the bikes needed a proper clean and lube at the Ocean View Hotel. The final day greeted with another stunning sunrise. After a short pedal, they had to queue to cross the Imtata River mouth thanks to a local cooperation in the boats.
Guys, thank you, eh? Thank you very much.
Happy it's day 4, but also mixed emotions. Just been having one of the best times of my life, to be honest. So it's I'll be happy to get to the end, but I'm enjoying the journey as it goes. But yeah, I can't say enough about this event. It's been one of the best things I've done in my life, and this bunch of guys that I've been with, only met them earlier this week on Sunday, most of them. 4 days in, feel like I've got brothers for life. So it's been amazing. So yeah, I'll be sad to end the journey and also to say cheers to these guys as well. So kudos to a good bunch of men and an absolutely amazing event, organisers, everything. This place, it's been a privilege, and thank you to everybody for allowing us this time here on this coastline. Incredible.
And everyone who has enjoyed the privilege of riding this coastline at the Imana Wild Ride will testify to the emotional and physical journey of a lifetime. There's camaraderie when confronted by obstacles, and personal boundaries are pushed beyond expectation as fears are conquered. Here you ride with the zebras, you don't cross them. At 60 k's, the final day is the longest, and the only refreshment table on the entire route is a welcome opportunity to refuel.
It's a lifesaver because whenever I'm on the top of the hill, just about to come down here, this is what I look forward to keep my sustenance and endurance going to finish the race. Thank you, Mgozi. Thank you very much.
It's a good place to have it. 20 k's to go. I think we needed this.
Day 4 is the only one that takes in a few inland tar roads through the small but vibrant communities. The supporting Subarus are at home here and a little closer to hand. A few more rivers to cross. The Lwandile, the Mkatagagi and the Mgazana, again the happy support of the locals. Final flourish of an echelon into the finish, where Damon Stamp and Andrew Houston were first to hammer the gong as the race winners.
Yeah, some testing conditions and a few off the saddle challenges, but I think at the end, yeah, all around just fantastic and a great crowd. Yeah, really, really grateful.
Every finisher at the Imana gets to herald their arrival at Mgazi in the time-honoured manner of the Imana Wild Ride. A tradition that has stood the test of time, just like the unique event itself. There was even a marriage proposal at the finish line. She said yes. And so should you one day when asked, have you ridden the Imana Wild Ride?